Hey guys, how's it going? That crazy gamer here. We're gonna be starting Enderal here, so let's just go ahead and continue with it. I'm afraid I wasn't able to continue with it because I accidentally clicked the wrong hotkey and it stopped my recording. So I'm just recording this real quick before I upload it, and then so we'll probably record for about 15 minutes or until we get to Riverville, and then I'll stop for this recording. Probably. We'll see how far I can go, because I have some other stuff I need to do today. So, like I said, we'll see. Yeah, but it'll be at least like 10-15 minutes. So it's not like it's going to be like only a 5-minute video. So, yep. Anyways, should be fun. I'm going to just pause this until it's loaded up. And we're back. It's loaded. So, I wonder. Mana fungi and squashes. Squash. Need 5 of these. It's getting dark out. Malphus flower. Is there any over here, maybe? Okay. Well, let's see here. Mana fungi. Here we go. So there's the third one. Cool. Now have how much to level up? Okay, cool. So 370 out of 395. So we're almost there. Alrighty. Abandoned tower. These can be melted down later, so. Grounding, yeah. I wonder, do I have candlelight? I do not. Psionic push. Unleash a psionic wave onto humans and creatures, which does 3 points of damage and 2 points of additional damage for mesmerized enemies and pushes them back. The strength of the push depends on your psionics. When did I get that? I have no idea. Let's see, do we have any? We don't have any memory points either. Okay. Do we have a regular sword? We do not. Not yet. So the knife will still have to do. Flame bite. We can learn that. Oh, yeah, it was the, okay. It was the spell book that didn't disappear after I learned it. Right. Flame bite for this. For this creature here. If I remember right, it's a literal troll. Hey, over here. There we go. What? Oh, shoot. What was that? I did not mean to click that without looking at it. Light armor, sure. Let's see what I look like now. I don't really like the look of that with this character, but it looks alright for now, I suppose. Old sword. That's 4, that is 3. So this will do the trick for now, I suppose. Out on the Sun Coast. There's also troll fat. That's where we have that hotkey, don't we? What the hell is that? Honestly, that's still scaring the crap out of me. Every time it goes off, I do not know what it is, but it's kind of sketchy. Is there anything up there, I wonder? Alright, I'm gonna pause this while I see. Well, I found a staff of flames, so it was at least a good idea to head up there, or jump up there and grab it. I can sell that later. Sell that extra one, sell the old robe. What do the commoner robes look like? I suppose it's good for like casual, like when I'm in towns and stuff. That's right, I'm gonna have clothes for while I'm only in town. But, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's what. Oh god, it is dark out, man. And I can't even rest. Shoot. Do I have a torch? I do. Hopefully it lasts long enough. Let's see, I think that was a spell book. Life absorption. Okay, that's good, I suppose. Can go through all the rest of that later. At any rate. Could see where I'm going. Where am I supposed to? Okay, there we go. Die. Yeah. Oh, they're gushing blood. Okay, I really need to get a lantern. I think I have wearable lanterns in this. So let's just keep going until we hit the Apothecary campsite. I think it should be, yeah, right up here. Here we are.
Now would you look at that?
Oh, that's loud.
I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir?
That's a long story. Where am I and who are you?
Who am I? Findelires, Apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
Oh, I can't move yet.
No reason to worry. For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're You're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever.
What about my eyes?
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
Oh, it just went dark. Torch went out.
Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some story to an adventurer. If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrean ruin south of it.
You said you were an Apothecarius by my path? What do you mean by my path?
By the Black Guardian. You really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will.
A role designated by Malthus? You mean the gods assign your professions to you?
Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites. And there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles, we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
But aren't you frustrated by being bound to that path? Don't you want to advance?
In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realised that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance. I am interested in living the righteous path and to contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
And who are these pathless?
Men or women who have never received the path consecration, or those who have broken their path. Brigands, glimmer dust smugglers, murderers. Well, you know.
Nerum, there's a rumor that the gods are dead.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy.
Huh, an interesting...
Well, I didn't come up with it. Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
So I'm not going to be getting into any, well, much alchemy. I'll just sell all this. Yeah, that's fine. Crusty bread. That's some really good stuff, if I remember right. Mentalism block. Let's go back here. Oh, shoot, okay. And then if we go ahead and... Stamina... I suppose that's good enough. I mean... There we are.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recover.
Learning points 5, crafting points 4, and memory points
save.
1. Okay. Well, since we have that, let's elementalism, marksman, one-handed, and sneak.
Odds.
And we have 1 learning point left, so let's use it on another one-handed. Yeah.
Carbos, do we need this still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Places, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no.
Flare, fever at 22%. Eesh.
By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
Yes, I suddenly have this kind of fever. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if...
Let's throw this into my offhand for now.
strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
What's that?
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntroots, gruntroots. Ah, here we go.
Sorry if I'm not talking much, but I don't want to interrupt them and have you guys miss something.
So, let's see. Sheer cap, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises, but...
Sit! Still! Explosions.
Do something, damn it! Do something, oh no! Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah. You're paying for it. Here, I thought this
Bleep
blood
that
thing
out.
couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days.
Thanks, but what in blazes just happened there?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, whatever will be, will be.
But the explosion, the voices, they were yours.
Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Enderal died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that?
Can't even move.
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit!
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos! Do something, damn it! Do something!
Right, well, when this is continuing, I'll unpause it, I guess. And we're back. So,
Look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
what? Where am I? Where are you? Let me just make sure that we are back. We are. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. What? Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story.
How do you know about the apothecary? Were you there when they were attacked?
I was on the perimeter, and no, I didn't help for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered. Two, I'm quite fond of my entrails. I wish I had a more heroic answer, but I don't.
Pragmatic.
Sorry.
Wait, what do you know about my
Quite
fever?
a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old Apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the Bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yes.
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. That's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim.
So an Arcanist will be able to cure this
Contain
fever?
it, not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do.
What do you mean by a little sensitive?
Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
Are there any other remedies? If I contain the fever but let it get worse, what are the
At
consequences?
first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
Wait, it can kill me? And what's an Orbaya?
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get you bad.
Are there any other remedies?
Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it will only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps.
Huh. And what about these visions? Ooh, excuse me. Are they also caused by the fever?
You have visions?
For lack of a better word, yes. Ever since I've had this fever, I get these strange premonitions of things which are about to happen. Are they also a symptom?
Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. And as it happens, I know people. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? And what's the story with those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you, and that intrigues me. What do you say?
Treatment for information. Alright.
Well then, the stage is yours. I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yes, but it wasn't just a dream. It was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was the same one as in the one in the valley.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Right after I washed up on the shore, yes, together with those visions.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't one of them. All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I can use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can make for Ark.
What's Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned. Never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by Malphus, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. You're going to see it soon.
What if I want to do this on my own?
Up to you. But without me accompanying you, the guards won't let you into the Sun Temple in Ark. And that's the only place you can get your fever treated.
Want to know more. Who is this employer of yours?
Well, aren't you curious? I work for the Holy Order.
The Holy Order? You mean the enforcers of the Lightborn?
Yeah, but they're more than just a military unit here. Enderal belongs to Malphus, the guardian god, and the Order answers directly to him. In other words, they're calling the shots here. No king, no queen, no council, just an order of noble warriors always looking so stern and joyless that you might think they're struggling with constipation.
Alright, I'll help you. The faster I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. You'll need some information before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and vateers attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least. The strangest thing, however, is the Red Madness.
Do you think this could be in any way related to the rumors about the Lightborn's death? Everyone in Nerum talks about them.
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true, and that there's a connection, yes.
Then you actually believe that someone did kill the gods, the Lightborn?
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than imposters anyway. False gods.
And here I thought Enderalians were the most pious people in the civilized world.
Oh, I'm hardly representative. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And the false deity theory isn't that new, after all, is it? Seriously, say the Lightborn really are as mighty as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to call down lightning on me right here and right now, to punish me for my insolence? No. The Lightborn were immortal kings, and that's all. At least, that's how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Still waiting for that lightning.
We're going to get along just fine. But we digress.
Right, you mentioned something about a red madness.
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the red madness. Thing is, some weeks ago it happened again, only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
A magister?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door and blew himself up in a magical explosion.
It's horrible.
Yes, it is.
So, what's your role in all this? You said you work for the Order, but I take it you're no monk?
I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady.
You're after his motives. But how can I help you with that? I don't know anything about that magister.
Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small village not far from here. And according to the Order, he visited it quite often after his partner died. What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he did what he did. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here, this is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Marked by one or more stars, they indicate the difficulty of said quests, and at the same time the level you should have for the quest. 1 dot. Okay. Well, first we're gonna head back to the back in that direction, because I'm gonna want back that way, because we're gonna explore the whatchamacallit, the place back there, the 3 watch or whatever. Can't seem to think what it's called at the moment, but we'll do that after I think next episode. So yeah, I'll see you all next time.